you're thinking, dreaming, scheming, reading, all in the late night, shaking, boiling, lacing, baking, shaping, shaving. Gotta get this cake right as I serve it. You just burn it, breathe it, learn it. Now watch you take flight. How does it feel?
We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. And with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at the Rockets. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
Checking out Houston, they've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
And with the playoffs right around the corner, they are really excited to see just how far they can go. They get so many chances to win it all. They have to be in that conversation.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter, and it's Fry in at point guard.
And after the game, it was said he was in a heated discussion with a teammate. Not sure exactly what the topic was, but it might have been ball movement.
I would guess that one of them was unhappy with what he perceived as a look-off. That's when a guy acts like he sees you, but he doesn't. Whatever it was, you would hope that those two would be able to get it sorted out in practice.
And Chandler throws it down.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
I'll tell you what, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to.
Howard with the screen on Heinrich. And Fry kicks to Harden. Ariza goes in. And that one is hammered home. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Here's Heinrich following the score by Houston. It's Chandler high post. Working on Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the night.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Rick Carlisle for just a moment. He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously, a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and denying prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan.
Thanks, Doris. And he gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Heinrich with it. Working on Fry. Gets another look. Goes up again. Chandler with the bucket. Getting it done inside. Chandler's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Rockets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Howard with the screen on Ellis. And Fry has it in the corner. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Heinrich with it. Dishes it to Ellis. Nowitzki sets a screen for Ellis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. Dallas making a switch here. Aminu's checked in, and he can't hit the second. Houston in the lead. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now, here is Harden. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Guarded by Heinrich. They get the rebound. Good on the shot.
I'll tell you what, post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Parsons with a screen on Ariza. Heinrich outside. Ellis outside. this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. Not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
And here's Heinrich following the three from front. Aminu hits to Parsons. Dallas moving it around. Shoots. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Parsons got his first points in this one. On the Mavericks with some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in. Jay Crowder comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Nelson is subbed in for Kirk Heinrich. Houston with a big group substitution here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Howard. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Jones. Robert Covington's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's McCallum in for James Harden.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Defense has been brutal here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Nelson the pass to Welch. They set the pick. Here's Aminu. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, it was tough to see that one coming, really, because I thought that was a game they were going to win. The final score really caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, but I think they really tightened up at the end, Steve. I think they were trying too hard to avoid the upset instead of focusing on going after the win.
Count the bucket.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Ellis wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. And here's Monty Eunice. He could go. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Nelson is out there with Ellis. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Brandon Wright. And it's Crowder in it before. So that's who Dallas starts the second round.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Mavericks had a huge game. He ended up with 34 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. We played at a level that very few players are capable of playing for.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night. They have to box out better than that. And that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
A different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Wright. Chandler Crowder, and it's Heinrich in for Monte Ellis. And then for Houston, Howard's checked in for Monty Eunice. Terrence Jones comes in for Nicholson. And it's Harden in for Robert Covington. Now, here is Nelson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And off the left side of the rim, and he goes in for it.
Typically, he's just a role player, but when he does score, it allows the offense to be more balanced.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers stress his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through the Wizard. The coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Guys,
on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Ray McCallum. Pass to Harden. Jones sets the pick for Harden. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Harden's got 7.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Nelson. And Aminu kicks to Nowitzki. Here's the 3. Rockets with the rebound.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now, here is Harden. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And Fry kicks to Howard. Misses from close range.
Boy, he really bungled that thing.
Aminu, the pass to Nowitzki. Final time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Now Fry. He's got 10. Harden right side. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Great job. Right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Now, here's Nelson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's the feed to Chandler. Nelson left side. Rejected by Fry. Now, here's Ariza. Tight defense on him.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Parsons. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at the numbers for this season, guys, from the free throw line, they're shooting 77%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. Daniels, he's checked in for Houston. Fry with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Jones drives in from 11 feet away. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now here's Parsons. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. A 3. Chandler slams it back in.
That is a booming putback. Step aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in sight.
Howard with a screen on Nelson. Fry dishes to Jones. And Fry kicks to Daniels. Good. He hits the jump shot. Daniels has got his first points of the night. Mavericks trailed by 17. Parsons outside. 24 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's the bucket. Good. Houston's got a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Now, here's Fry. Guarded by Nelson. And Fry kicks to Howard. Ariza has the open look. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. That's 7 points for Trevor Ariza.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
And it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
And so a pretty...
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game.
It's been a one-team same show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the Wizards. He's got 10 points and 6 assists. He's knocking down threes as effectively as twos, and that's saying something.
Yeah, because he's been good all over the floor. So valuable to this offense.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jock Rivers. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter, and it's Fry in at the 1. Now here's Heinrich. Clock at 6. Parsons attacking. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Here is Harden. He's got 9. Free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Tyson Chandler. Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good from Harden. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Mavericks trailed by 20. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Heinrich passes to Nowitzki. Back to Heinrich. 5 on the clock. Parsons attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Here now a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Dirk Nowitzki, number 1.
And maybe most of the time a coach doesn't want to see his center or power forward drifting away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
It sure isn't. I mean, not when you can bury the 3 at that high up. I don't care what size you are. You can stroke it like that. You need to use that stroke.
A moment now to see the story on Kirk Heinrich. Fourth in free throw percentage. And of course, passing, such a big part of his game. One of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
I want to take a minute here to get in a quick word about his outstanding free throw percentage. I mean, you can see how he's brimming with confidence at that line.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping. The Rockets, what a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will towards the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And of course, Dallas, they find themselves in the 7th spot.
You know, checking out the Rockets, they've continued their breakout season. I mean, they've showed tremendous promise thus far, and I'm looking for big things from this team.
Yeah, Clark, as the postseason approaches, there's plenty of optimism, but as you know, the playoffs are a whole different animal. We'll see if they can continue that momentum.
Fry dishes to Harden. Jones sets the pick for Harden. Outside, Jones. High inside, guarded by Heinrich. And Fry kicks to Howard. A floater. Fry, good. Fry's got 12 points in the game. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pop.
Nowitzki, good.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Got good looks. They've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Howard with a screen on Ellis. And here's Fry from the arc. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow 3, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Brandon Wright's checked in for Dallas. The Rockets also changing it up. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Howard. Robert Covington comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's McCallum in for Trevor Ariza.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Now, here's Fry. He's got 15. It's Harden with the drive. Covington passes to Fry. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys. But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. Fry dishes to McCallum. And Fry kicks to McCallum. And here's Harden for 3. And Wright pulls it down. Mavericks trailed by 20. Kicks it out to Parsons. Here's the triple. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 10 points for Chandler Parsons.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Now, here's Fry, guarded by Heinrich. Harden the pass to Fry. Houston needs to get a shot off, and it's blocked by Wright. Parsons against Harden. Parsons' shot is off. There's a minute left to play in the third. Fry, good.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Knocked loose. McCallum dishes to Nicholson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Heinrich kicks to Ellis. And it's the Rockets on the break. And Fry slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Right. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Feeds to McCallum. There's a good screen. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
You could tell he was moving forward.
Chandler is checked in for Brandon Wright. Houston also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Nicholson. Terrence Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for James Harden. We've got Ellis. Al Farouk-Amino is out there with Jay Crump. Then it's Nelson, and it's Chandler, and it's the pivots manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks with some changes. Nowitzki comes in for Crowder. It's Heinrich in for Jameer Nelson. The Wizard, he's checked in for Houston. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also wanted them to know they should be working together to get their outside shooters open. He said, you know what plays we have to run to get guys free. Now let's run them. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Fry. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That's on Al Farouk-Amino. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
And they keep piling up the assists. Great ball movement.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Parsons checked in for Dallas. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The try by Ellis. That's good. Ellis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Howard with a screen on Heinrich. Off the pick. And Fry slams it in.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Following the score by Houston. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Heinrich outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Heinrich. 6 on the shot clock. Ellis with a screen on Jones. Nowitzki. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Nowitzki is so smooth. Terrific shot maker.
Fry passes to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Pass to Fry. He dishes it to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. They get it again. Plays again. And he lays it up and in. 8 points for Terrence Jones.
Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the board is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. They have worked their tails off on the glass.
Heinrich kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Chandler. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Fry with the ball. Here's Harden. And the shot is good.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Oklahoma City. Now the pass to Fry. Back to Harden. Out of bounds. Dallas takes it.
I like nothing, son.
Feeling it, coach.
You're ahead of the game here.
And a little bit. So we see the Rockets taking the win.
Like coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. We started out strong. We stuck with it. We stayed together. We got a good win.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
And as always,